reality, no.
Welcome back for another action-packed episode. Today, we're going to be pulling apart the transfer case. Now, yes, this is the transfer case that I repaired in Utah. So, I've been driving this around a little bit since I got back and started to eat up these brand new speed sensors, so I had to change it. I didn't film any of it because it wasn't too exciting until I started to drain the fluid out of it. As you know, I put in 4 quarts of 85 140. It was gone, apparently, because that was plugged full of metal, and I fished a bunch of garbage and metal and
needle bearings.
little needle bearing pieces out of it, and it still didn't drain. So I bet there's something in it somewhere, but not 4 quarts, that's for sure. So now I got my pliers, so I can actually pull the tail housing completely off instead of just part of the way, and we're gonna see what's inside. So we'll just do this live because it's pretty easy. We'll start by pulling out these O'Reilly's speed sensors with the wrong tool, because that's how we roll around here. There we go. And I already know what I'm gonna see here. I had shown you what it looked like when the tail shaft wobbled, because it has a bearing in here that was bad that I did not replace because I couldn't. So this is gonna be, one of these is gonna be ate up, if not both of them. That one, yep, see the mark on it? So when I put these in, like I said in the video, driving at home, I snugged them all the way down and then backed them out slightly, just so they would have a fighting chance of surviving the trip home, which they did.
Look at all the shavings on there.
Yeah, it's what you want. Now, I did pull the vent tube, because I had to put it in the new transfer case, so it might have some water in there. That's just because we had a massive downpour, so the water isn't from anything else. So that'll just be rainwater. Yeah, it looks like it got in the tail housing too, so it's definitely gonna have some water in it. Probably be more water in this now than there was oil left. Honestly, really surprised this thing made it home. Surprised it made it all the way to Utah with nothing in it. That was pretty impressive. Well, not as bad as I thought. Actually, that one's, yeah, it's kind of mushroomed. See on the side of where
you can see right there where it's been chewing onto the plastic.
Yeah, and it's getting into the little magnet area. Not too bad. Not as bad as I was thinking it would be. So here's the problem I had in Utah. If you look down in here, let me straighten the clip so you can see it. There you go. See the rib of where it's supposed to be, and see how the clip is not in there anymore? It's because I could only get the clip halfway off because we didn't have the proper tools. And O'Reilly's didn't have, well, they had some of these. I didn't feel like going back with the rental Jeep and buying them. So maybe it feels like it might have popped all the way off now, so we might be in the clear just from driving it. So we're gonna do the right thing once again and go ahead and make a monumental mess. Oh. Look at this. Okay, there is something in there. Look it up here. It looks like silver metallic paint. Also, that looks like a bullet that went through the floor of the truck there. It's beautiful.
Gray paint.
Ah, great. Water got in this. Water just gets in everything, you know? It's what you want.
Oh yeah, chalky milk.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't anticipate it on pissing like that. Oh yeah. I want to see the chunks inside. That's what I really want to see. Look at this. That is just beautiful stuff right there.
It smells good too.
It's weird because that stuff is really thick, and I put it in there. After all the wear and tear, it's like water. Well, actually, it doesn't actually look like it has water in it so far.
It's a little milky right there, but I mean, it's not as bad as I would have thought.
No, of course the water's probably at the bottom, but we'll see.
Ugh, it's bubbling up over here. This vent doesn't work.
Oh, the vent's not
not venting.
Ah. Yeah, make it vent.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, flowage.
Brand new from O'Reilly store. I didn't even, as you saw, I didn't even use this because, you know, there was nothing in the transfer case to drain into it in Utah. So if you look right here, here's proof. Where is it? I've seen this somewhere.
Right here. August 22nd, 2023.
Yeah, somewhere on here it said Utah or something.
Moab.
Yeah, Moab. There you go. Proof. That's a Moab container. Rare. $50. I know what I got.
No low ballers.
Yeah. It's weird. It had all this in it. I poked and poked and poked. I couldn't get anything out of this.
Ugh, still bubbling.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Whoa. Stay. Okay. Now that we're in the clear.
Let's see what's inside. Oh, yeah. I don't think those had enough Loctite on them.
No.
Oh, it was arch.
It still do have some Loctite left from the factory, but I ran them in hardcore with this.
We'll be back when we get all the bolts out.
Yep.
RTV held up pretty good. Oh yeah, your impact also serves as a hammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
They call it impact for a reason.
Yeah. Impacted on your transfer case. There we go.
And your pliers serve as a pry bar.
Yeah. Anything's a tool if you're brave enough. Oh yeah.
What? What is this?
Oh, that's from the old speed sensors. Oh.
Oh.
There's where the magnet goes. What magnet?
Oh, look at this.
Oh yeah, okay, no, there's that's where the magnet is. Wow. That's crazy.
That was, look, this is just a whole layer of cancer just chilling there. Look at that.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh yeah. Oh, look at the play in that bearing. Gee, I wonder why it was eating the speed sensors. See the speed sensors point here. Well, I think one's here and one's here.
Dude, that's
Oh
gouged.
yeah. That's what you want.
That bearing is sloppy. Spins smooth though.
Yeah, spins pretty good. Yeah, that tail shaft one is just shot. There's chunks of stuff in there. Oh, it's RTV. Gosh.
And yeah, there's this.
Oh, look at all the metal on this speed sensor that I never even pulled out. Oh yeah, because you know, actually New Process, which is who made this transfer case, actually did a good job because they kept all the speed sensors the same for all three of them on the transfer case. So if you ever need to replace one or do whatever, you can just switch and flop and swap and whatever else. Oh yeah. I mean, I can't be too mad though, because I mean, it sure made it good ways. Should we pull this out just for the?
I want to see what that chain looks like. Or wait.
Oh, the chain's somewhere over there. Yeah,
this is actually probably the chain right here. And this.
No, the chain's gone. I cut the chain out.
Oh.
He wasn't informed of what happened. So yeah, I couldn't get that clip out of the tail housing to pull the whole tail housing off. Therefore, I couldn't get the chain up and out. So that's why I had to buy a corded grinder and hook it to the hotel wall and actually just cut the chain out of it. So
like, this stuff's got me looking like the Tin Man.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. But gonna try to pull this out and then we'll be back. All right.
Okay, this just pulled right out.
Yeah, this pulled right out. So this was attached to that with a clip that was back here. It was on this bearing.
We got some more speed sensor wiring tangled up in there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And we got the shift rod pulled out. So the planetary down in here is completely ate up. If you look at the walls, really careful around there. See, there's no teeth right through there. There's some teeth left there. Over here is more or less the same. It's basically just ate itself alive from having no fluid going all the way from Arkansas to trails in Colorado and then to the hotel in Moab. So killed a poor good little transfer case that I put in like a year and a half, 2 years ago, but it's just the way she goes, you know.
So what have we learned?
Never assume anything. Just because something had fluid in it 800 miles ago does not mean that it still has fluid in it, even if there aren't any leaks, because, you know, Fugazi doesn't exist. It's not on the elemental charts. Kind of more of the same of how this had 4 quarts in it. We drained maybe a full quart out of it, and yeah, I know some of it fused with the metal and whatever else, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna throw this away. Everything's so damaged in it, it's not even worth keeping as a rebuilder. If I ever have a problem, I'll just rebuild the one that's in it now, that I once again filled with 2.5 quarts of automatic transmission fluid and a new seal on it on the output. So I'll keep an eye on it for leaks and stuff like that, and if I ever go out of town, I'm gonna check the fluid again. So things to learn off of this: check your fluids even if you think they're good or if you checked them before. Never assume anything. These transfer cases are actually quite tough without fluid in them. They're good for about 1,240 something miles. What else? What else have we learned? They're hard to come by. Couldn't get one in Utah. There's some in Colorado, but it was too far. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll catch you next time.